It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next is the Commanders' creative quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Commanders and the Ravens, and it's all up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on their Beltway rivals, the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him, but he only threw...
Jackson looking to throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Ready?
2nd and 6. On target to his man, Likely. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Robinson again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call an offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll give him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is fielded at the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. When you look at this defense, they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So just 3 yards on the completion there.
Here we go.
And that'll make it 2nd down.
Ready, go.
Back to throw again. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Dog red. Check white.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the gun, Jackson. Jonathan Allen in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guy. It's a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
13. Hey, report.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Go. You at X.
Here's a give up the middle. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Oh, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. He's had a great season, plenty of touchdown passes, but that last throw, not one of his finer moments as it was returned for a touchdown on the pick 6. Now he starts again here, 1st and 10.
Yo. Report.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Go ahead. Hey, middle.
Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
13.
On 3rd down, Jackson able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. Finds his man. It's Kohler. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Middle.
To throw is Jackson. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are back within a score.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
Here we go.
2nd and 12. As they've got it as we resume action. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Smith, red. Switch, yellow.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. 29 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
Hey,
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Set, ready. Hut.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. Evades the tackler, and now some space. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Opposite, green, check pink, check white.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 11th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
Kill. Hey, kill. Gun. Hey, kill. Hey, check.
And that will make this a 16-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
13.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Jackson now. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line. Jackson on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chase Young able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He had the touchdown last drive, now up over 1,300 yards on the season, and still plenty of time in this game for him to keep those numbers climbing.
And I like the fact that it's a number that you're not worried about protecting. Because if you're trying to get around, if you're trying to get over 1,000 yards, you get a little nervous, right? At this point of the season, you have a few losses, now you're back below 1,000. Here, you're just trying to climb a big-time total even higher.
Second and 9 now. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Let's go. 6, mega. Set, go.
They'll set up a throw. Short throw to Smith. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A throw over the middle taken in. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
All right, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he comes back with one complete. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Second down and inches. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Check white. Blue, check.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go now.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And the Ravens going to get 1 more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You go. You are X. You are X.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use 1 of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
All right, rifles 1, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here. here in week number 10. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Eagles who were able to swoop in and get the road victory. Devontae Smith, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. It's C.J. Stroud with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here is Washington now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Robinson on a give right side. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And space tough to come by there as he'll give maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's second down. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. That one goes for 24 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Hey, Ozzie, 13.
On second down, they'll run it here. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a second straight play. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Hey, report. Middle.
Jackson now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it. A little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately, he caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw to Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The Ravens offense back out there. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense back out there. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Red, cycle. Hut.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. So the completion good for just 3.
Ready.
And 3rd and 8 now.
Yellow. Set.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
44-yard punt, return of 9. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, middle.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player will play the...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense.
Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Bulldozes past him. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. A good pickup there at 22.
Ready. Slide through.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Check white.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10.
Field black.
Back to throw. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Irv Smith Jr. from 21 yards away. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fights forward at the 20. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them are the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Blue, check. Yellow, Lonnie. Smith, red.
They'll run again here with Robinson. There he goes, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup of 38.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Commanders are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Middle. You. Go.
Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Washington offense set to take over again. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. In motion, the tight end. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On the ready.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready, go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error.
Still 3rd down.
Alert, don't jump early and give them free yardage.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Green. Check pink.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, They certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.